and my files are organized in a way that everything is easy to find, I can now start creating my website. So I'm going to create a new folder and call that website file. And inside that folder called website file, I'm going to create a new Google site. So I'm going to come up to the new button, and I'm going to just hover down till I reach more, come across, and it says Google Sites. And yes, I would like to create it in this folder. This is what the Google Sites creation app, if you want to call it an app, looks like. I am going to call my page the name of my bushranger. So my bushranger is Koala Kate, and you will name it whatever your bushranger is. I also need to name my site so I know what the file's called. So I'm going to call it Koala Kate Bushranger Site. You see that's come up here. On the right hand side, there are a few different tabs. One says insert, so anything that I want to put inside my site, this is where I would find it. There is also some content blocks, and I will show you those shortly, as well as some other little features or widgets that we can place inside. We will mainly be using these for, these ones are text box and images and drive. Pages is where we insert extra pages, and we'll come back to that in a moment. But first I want to pick the overall look of my website, and I'm going to pick a theme. We can edit the theme once our website is built, but I like to pick a theme to start off with, just so I know the look and feel of my website. So I'm going to actually pick this one down here called Level, and I like blue, so I'm going to pick the blue color theme there. You can also change your font style, and I'm going to pick narrow. And we are going to edit some of our theme later, but this gives me an idea about what my website is going to look like. From here, we're going to go to the Pages tab, and there are a number of pages we need for our site. So I'm going to click New Page down the bottom here. One page is going to be our biography. I'm going to call that biography. The next page, oh, and you can see that there's a menu button up here. So I'm going to start off with my home page. On my home page, I'm going to introduce myself as an author, and you have a few options here. If you're someone who likes building things by yourself, you can just drag these boxes over here over. I click text box, just click on text box, and it's now created a text box. I can also go image, and I'm going to select an image from my drive. And it's inserted an image. So here I've got my text. I'm just going to go test so you can see what I'm doing. Now it's put that text box there on one line and the image on another line. I can click this image, and you can see now that grid lines has turned up. As I move this across, you can see it's now shown me that that image is going to be in the center, and those lines with the little bars on the end show me that on either side is going to be the same distance. I might want to put my image in front of my writing like this. If I make this bigger, my text box has also become a bit smaller, and I've created that image and organize that image and writing like that. I'm just going to click the undo button here. So if you don't like anything, you can always click undo. I can also place my image onto this side. And again, I can make it bigger using the corners, not the sides, because then your images become a bit stretched out. It crops them. and it's made that different size again. So there's different ways you can organize your pages and where you can bring in your information. Here we have what's called content blocks. Context blocks has already organized information for you, and you just need to organize where, the information will sit, and you just need to pop in the information. So if I pull this content block over, you can see it's popped in a text box with a big heading writing, a text box with small heading writing, and if I press that plus, I can see that I can insert an image, I can insert a video, a calendar, or a map if I need to. So I might start off with this particular content block, and you can see there are a few different ones here that you could use. So I'm going to say welcome. To this different size there. I can also come on the side here. If I don't like what, I can completely delete that section by clicking that button there. I can also duplicate. That means I can make an exact copy underneath if I like the way that looks, and just change the content that's in there. And I can also change the color of this section. So I might like nice blue page. I can come over to the pages, and I'm going to go biography. And the great thing about having my folder set up, I just have to pop my information in. So I'm going to insert my biography. I'm going to insert a text box. I'm going to go over to my folders, find my documents, go to my biography, and just copy and paste that in. And it's okay to copy and paste because I own that writing, I've written it, and that's what a draft is for. Once you've popped that in, now you might like it as one big piece of text, which is fine. If you want to add some images though, this acts as one big widget or one big piece of information. You might want to put some smaller text boxes in, and I'm going to take away, I'm going to break up each paragraph into a different box. That way, another text box. That way when I add my images, I can add images side by side. Okay, so now that I have inserted all of my images where I want them, I'm going to insert a bit of a title to my biography. And the great thing about this is if I go title, it'll create that bigger. I'm going to make that centered, and I'm going to change the color to make it stand out. And I'm going to say, who was Koala Kate? And so I now have my website, my biography, organized beautifully there.